Greetings, Sigmas, and today we're going to be reacting to Cupidite's video. Oh wait, I forgot to like this. So, I have already watched this video in advance, and I feel like it would be interesting, something to talk about, cause oh my fucking god, school has been so goddamn exhausting. I'm so sick of it. Anyway. So, I'm just how about we do a reaction style video today, instead of a full analysis that I have planned on a little creepy funny guy, CG5. Is it CG5? I think it is. Man, I forget. But, it's on a music artist that made the funny Boldy song about him touching kids, so, yeah, it's about that guy. It's still a peak song, I'm still gonna listen to it, but I don't support the creator. So let's get into this video. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Daisy, also known as Cupidite. Other names I'm referred to by includes, but is not limited to, Domo, Roman, Vivi, etc. Call me anything you'd like, as long as it isn't ugly, but I am primarily referred to by those. Before I get into everything, I would like to state a few things. First and foremost, I am in a severe manic-depressive episode, so I will be avoiding most comments until I'm stable enough to reply. Until then, my moderators, who have been present in almost all of these situations, will respond to the individuals who have any questions regarding this fiasco. Number 2, please watch the entire video before commenting or criticizing, and if...
Don't worry, bro. I already done that, and I made an amazing comment. That was my comment. Here we go. Amazing comment. Peak comment. My comment's the only comment that matters. Forget all the other comments. Cupidite, you should heart my comment. Because it's the only opinion that matters. Totally. Definitely.
Such is done, be respectful, or I will especially not respond. Respect is earned. Of course, I have made myself out to be an individual who is kind and understanding by default, and this is generally true from accounts other than myself. But if you approach me with disrespect and disregard for my human emotions, regardless of logicality first, then do not expect me to do the opposite.
Fair
I may
enough.
be popular, but I am not a god simply due to my audience. I have a life with values.
What? I thought you were actually cheeses. What are you talking about? What? This is actually an insane revelation, guys. Cupidite isn't actually cheeses. Oh my god. That's crazy.
And feelings just like you do. Adding on, this situation is extremely complicated and it would do no good to look at it in black and white.
Also, yeah, I'm doing all the funny memes at the start because holy shit, this gets dark. God, I gotta add some humor to it, you know? I gotta add some of that spice.
Vertical or linear. Pay attention.
Okay.
Number 3,
yeah, I have,
this isn't only about the recent Yummy Cactus situation. There has been quite a few allegations spiking up because of it, but some are completely unrelated. So I'll be clearing up as much as I can think of. And number 4, it isn't as important, but I am definitely going to be unlisting most of my drama commentary videos and focusing more on art and animations more. I am unsure if I'm fully quitting yet, but I'm certainly not going to touch drama topics and let...
I mean, honestly, that's fair enough. Our community is god-awful when it comes to anything. And, we'll get to it soon, but the amount of harassment this poor person has gone through is fucking ridiculous. And it's I'm still gonna be doing commentary, but I'm just really not gonna be responding to a lot of negative stuff. Because I got some comments on my Jimbo Jimmy video oh, all you're doing is just showing the document. And they're the fangirls of Jimbo Jimmy. I'm yeah, dumbass. I'm spreading awareness. What else do you want me to do? Not go through the document? Not speak about anything? Okay, sure, I'll do that. I'll do that next time, don't worry, guys.
Absolutely necessary, for a good while, if not ever again. I'll be animating to songs I like, animation memes, and I'll likely still make commentary regarding topics I like, such as music, films, or even psychology in general.
I'll do that too, gang.
Positively received and something I'm very passionate about.
Pretty peak.
And possibly after this, there will likely be a video on one of the individuals mentioned, Prim, because it's extremely important to call her behavior out, but otherwise, no art commentary until I'm stable and mature enough to withstand a cruel and harsh community. Evidently, this has done more harm than good. So if you only came for commentary, I'd heavily recommend unsubscribing. My mental health 100% comes first, and as of now, specifically as a result from the relentless bullying and harassment I've received from this situation, it has very visibly deteriorated. I will kindly ask for prayers in advance. Now, my fellow...
Don't worry, gang. I'm still gonna stay with you. Don't worry about that. You don't need to worry. I don't care what y'all post. To be honest, I kind of only subscribe to people if I like their personality. I don't really come to channels for anything, to be honest.
Americans, let's debunk some claims made of the one and only Cupidite. Trigger warning for basically everything awful you can think of. I'm not joking. Be safe.
Also, yeah, for real, like, there's, like, a shit ton of, like, gross topics in this, so, like, if y'all don't want to stick around for that, I don't blame you, so, like, I'd suggest you click off if you don't want to stick around for, like, the really, yeah, a lot of the bad stuff.
So, how did all of this start, you may ask? Well, I jokingly commented on a comment.
Also, may I say how much I love this editing style, and I'm gonna maybe use it a little bit, if that's alright.
Your name Junie Jaw's post. I didn't particularly favor this commentator at this time due to some personal unrelated reasons, but I especially didn't favor their partner, the partner in question being Yummy Cactus, due to him being really...
To be honest, I'm in Junie Draw's Discord server. I don't really have a problem with them. I think the only thing is some of the moderation is a bit annoying, like how strict it is. But other than that, I don't really care too much about them. And also, what the hell is this? What is this video? I feel like it's a bit too early to be making videos like this, isn't it? Like, I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. That feels a bit too early to be making... It feels a bit too early to be making videos like that.
Talking of victims in their commentary videos. Of course, being in the commentary community, me as well as others criticized them for this, and their response was deleting our criticism.
Gang, what?
The post I commented on in question was some Valentine's Day art, and through that I found that the two individuals were dating. With me and my really stupid, crude humor, I commented mid-dating mid-under this post. Of course, I admit it was kind of immature, but number one, you're in the commentary community. If you post insensitive and disrespectful content, then expect backlash.
Real.
Number two, it was so clearly a one-time joke. Junie even acknowledged this and even admitted it wasn't a big deal.
Gang, to be honest, not gonna lie, if Junie acknowledges it's not a big deal, I don't know why the partner didn't fucking, like, stop. If your own partner is like, oh yeah, it's not really a big deal, to be honest, it's actually pretty goofy, then, like, why continue this? It's stupid, gang. You're just gonna get broken up with. Like, come on.
They knew that I was joking in our private messages, which proves how much of a non-issue this could have been.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yummy, however, is a different story. They posted me on their community tab, stating,
this person is a different breed, I'm not gonna lie. I think they're a different breed of human. I refuse to believe people like this exist. I refuse to believe it. Like, come on. Guys, can you make me go back to my delusions? Can you send me to the psych ward so I don't have to think that these people exist? Pretty please? Pretty please?
People were harassing them and their partner, and that may very well be true, but I wasn't a part of it. It was
Gang.
a joke. Harassment is continuous and with malicious intent.
Gang, that ain't even harassment. It's a joke. What the I actually appreciate that friggin', maturity in this. And not, like, friggin' like being like, oh, she's a dick. Because I would have been like that. I would have been like, gang, chill, calm down. It's just a joke. It's just a game, bro. No need to get mad.
What I did was not that at all. I commented, asking why they posted me, and they responded with, "There's more than this," which, again, I wasn't harassing them in the first place. I just posted the one where I was funny in the replies. Anyhow, you're sitting here, watching, and you're like, this is petty drama die. Why is this important again?
Real.
Oh, fucking boy, are you mistaken. This is nowhere near petty teenage locker room drama. This situation is
No, don't. Is that a Cinny Bear 03 reference? It was just locker room girl talk. There was actually nothing wrong with what I was saying to a minor.
And I could have gotten my life ruined if it was misconstrued any further. Shortly after this was posted, an individual named Anal Bones. No.
I don't want to think about this guy. Please. Please. I mean, I'm not gonna say too much on him because he has a reputation for going out after people for some reason.
Quite a concerning individual themselves posted a comment claiming that I had purposely posted a well-known CM video multiple times. Quickly after I was notified of this, I added Yummy on Discord to clear up this misconception. Within our private discussion, I said this. Basically, let me explain. I was watching Moist Critical, a YouTuber with over 16 million subscribers.
Wait, maybe we should go back and re-look at that screenshot real quick. Give me a second.
Drama die. Why is this important again? And my life posted a well-known CM video because after researching further, this problem seemed to have happened regardless of which. Basically, let me explain. Known CM video multiple times. Quickly after I was notified of this, I added Yummy on Discord to clear up this misconception. Within our private discussion, I said this.
Okay. Hold on, dog. Let me. I only ever remember venting about Atene showing that to me, number one. Also, they might be referring to when I saw this weird video that was distorted and blurred on YouTube. It came from a Moist Critical YTTP channel, and I sent it to the server, and I was asking my friend what the hell it was. Then I quickly realized I could have possibly sent something awful, that being what they claimed it was, so my friend clicked the link in the description, was utterly shocked, and let's just say we reported it to Cyber Tips, then deleted it directly after realizing. It's likely came from P, Zoo, and some other stuff I cannot see. Prim, I recommend you do not trust this person, nor go down this rabbit hole, because it is a lot. Prim messaging anal guts or whatever whatever the fuck that is. Bones, bruh. She mentally, G-word me, as well as, G-word, a 14-year-old named Bellany, well, just as he turned 14. So, yeah. There we go. Let's continue.
Basically, let me explain. I was watching Moist Critical, a YouTuber with over 16 million subscribers.
Pink channel.
The specific video I was watching isn't relevant because after researching further, this problem seemed to have happened regardless of which video it was on. Even Charlie/Moist Critical himself made a video on the issue, so that supports my claim even more. I'll be linking his video as well as several others. Anyways, I checked the comment section because, well, it's a comment section. That's a normal thing to do.
That's what it's for.
I figured to check the replies to one, and I found this UTTP account. If you don't know, UTTP is an online troll group who is notorious for posting extremely edgy and cool things online, especially in the AMC or commentary community.
Why does that not surprise me?
About them as well. Is that I'll also clear my name and prove this was a literal accident because people have experienced the same heinous thing as me.
This video garbage. Okay, yeah, this is awful. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole.
I knew about the UTTP before, but I wasn't aware of the extent they go to. so there was little to no way of telling this would happen. Nonetheless, if I remember correctly, the account's name was Ava Chris Tyson is innocent with a Mr.
What the fuck? I'm laughing because of how fucking absurd that is. What? What? What the fuck? Guys, Ava Chris Tyson is innocent, even though there's videos of them sending boring the minors. They're innocent. I'm telling you, they're innocent. Gang. That is fucked up.
His logo profile picture and a matte black behind it.
No. That does anything but prove she's innocent, gang.
Clicked the account and saw 2 videos. One was titled something along the lines of "Woman crying over dog being put down.
Okay,
Try not to laugh." And again, if you don't believe me, I have another account of it existing in the first place. Cold Raven's Nest, one of my favorite content creators.
Cold Raven's Nest is honestly like peak content creator, not gonna lie. I love his talk of like disturbing topics and shit like that. So yeah.
Here's made a video on it. I'm not going to explain what was in it because that's not what the video is about, but I will tell you now it is extremely disheartening and mean. And let me clarify, no, it wasn't anything illegal, just really cool and edgy. I'll link this discussion video in the description. The second video I saw was even weirder. The video had been uploaded about 30 minutes to 4 hours prior, and the video itself was roughly 3 minutes, and the title was a bunch of random letters. Need I add there was a link in the description. I sent this to my semi-private server, and I pinged people because I was really confused on what it was, as there was no audio, the visuals were extremely distorted, had mosaic pixels across the entire screen, and had a rainbow filter coming in and out.
Nah. I would have immediately clicked off that. I do not trust any shit like that. Like, the one thing I've known is when you're on the internet, like, don't click random shit. Like, I only, like, honestly really, click on links that are from friends, trusted YouTubers I watch, or, I'll be on the home screen and I don't click on anything that looks weird or doesn't have a lot of views, because then I'm like, oh, that's a bit sussy, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't really, thankfully, go down many rabbit holes. I may do a whole video on rabbit holes, if I'm not friggin' exhausted from school, but yeah, we'll see.
People on my server were just as confused as me and didn't know what the they were looking at. I watched it again, and I spotted a slightly clearer frame, of which I got slightly nervous of because it looked slightly recognizable, but again, I didn't exactly know why. I proceeded to screenshot the video, trace over it to make a silhouette, then as I was sending it, I saw something a little more recognizable. And it wouldn't be able to be recognized unless you'd seen the video beforehand. And even then, you still wouldn't have been able to see it clearly. And let me explain right quick, I did not go searching for this video beforehand. The video I thought I was recognizing was an infamous exploitation film one of my groomers, A-Tony, had forced me to watch clips.
Okay, alright, that's... yeah, again, this gets really dark and disturbing. I can't even really make a joke here. There are many, child exploitation videos, none of which I have seen. Oh, thank the gods! Because just seeing children getting hurt, as much as I, 1, don't want children, and 2, as much as children annoy me, that shit, like, seeing children get hurt, unless it's in, like, a funny way, you know, like, they'll do something stupid, like, accidentally smack a spoon on their face. Like, it genuinely breaks my heart seeing anything to do with children and animals. Like, I just can't do it, gang. And the fact that these friggin' videos are surfacing on YouTube is a whole issue in itself, and it's absolutely disgusting.
So, I saw it without consent beforehand, all because he thought it was hilarious to show me. He would always randomly send me gore, which I wasn't sensitive to, thank God, but it does...
Okay. I remember the last 4 months of 2023 of you being in contact with Anthony and his shady humor. I don't think this is shady humor, dog. All 3 of us were being in group chats together, and he would randomly send, G-O as part of his humor or something. He'd DM you G-O. I remember it would be random images of foreign... Oh, God. There was this one image that said, I'm bored with a... Okay, that's really weird. That's so weird.
Go to show how awful this individual really was. Sending gore to a 14, almost 15-year-old while being in between the ages of 18 and 22, forcing them to touch themselves on a
What adult does this? Again, I refuse to believe people like this exist. What adult does this? What? Are they friggin' incels? No, they're definitely incels. Like, you should be in college or, like, friggin' working. Why are you doing this? You could be literally doing anything else with your time.
Call and showing extremely illegal material to their poor face. As I realized what I was looking at, which I cannot and absolutely will not describe,
Good.
I started freaking out to the server, literally hyperventilating and crying because of how scared I was. Apparently from multiple sources I pinged a second time, which I don't remember, but if I did, it would have obviously been from how afraid and uncollected I was at the time. I likely pinged to see if I was just having a misunderstanding, while people in the chat calmed me down. This assumption was quickly refuted, though, as one of my peers clicked the link in the description and confirmed what was my worst nightmare. We quickly deleted the YouTube link and purged chat. Me, the friend, and those who clicked it before it was deleted reported the channel and account.
That's
even
good.
Taking it to Cybertips, which Cybertips replied, by the way. The agent confirmed it had been a very common occurrence for that video to bypass YouTube filters. As you can see...
I'm guessing it's the, I'm guessing it's Daisy's Destruction, because I've heard that video really goes, like, through YouTube's moderation, like, it just goes through. Again, do not fucking search for this video, it is highly illegal. Like, again, and I don't even know if this is the actual video, but speaking, since it's such a notorious video, mainly in the gore community, yeah, I just, I don't even think many people even want to watch this, so don't, yeah, no, please, don't.
This was not purposeful at all. If it was, I wouldn't have been in so much visible distress from it.
For real.
This was nowhere near as malicious Yummy pinned it out to be. I do genuinely apologize for making the mistake of sending a video while not knowing what it was, but you cannot fully blame me. Because again, even my peers and the people who are so-called traumatized did...
Honestly, in my opinion, I honestly think it's more YouTube's fault for letting that slide. 'Cause what? How did this 15-year-old come across a disturbing child exploitation video on YouTube? That is messed up.
Didn't even know what they were looking at, because again, how distorted it was. In Yummy's video, he claimed the story was inconsistent, showing multiple screenshots from witnesses that so-called claimed different things happened.
What?
But when you actually look at all the screenshots, they literally line up perfectly. It also baffles me how people insist...
Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bit too lazy to go and look through all the screenshots. I'm sorry. I'm... You can if you want. You can, like, go to Cupidite's video and have a look for yourself, but I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna take Cupidite's word, to be honest. And a lot of the stuff they're saying has lined up so far, so, yeah.
I did this with malicious intent, as if I didn't report it to Cybertips along with 3 other individuals.
Gang.
I also think it's significant to mention, I was under the influence as I was nervously sharing this story to Yummy, and he was aware of this, even commenting about it.
What do you mean by under the influence? Because that's very concerning if you were on anything, I will say. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Showing screenshots in this video about it. Not to mention, before this
That's a bit
controversy
fucked.
struck back up, I blocked this from my memory, and rightfully so. They claim I switched his story for 2 reasons. One, I left out the part of me tracing around it, which I didn't even remember until they said it. And 2, because Yummy Cactus got this mixed up with a completely different situation. And I'm going to tell you now, that was 100% Yummy's fault.
But also, later on in DMs, he changes the story to say that he meant to send a different file to the server. And after I sent the wrong link,
I mean to send it. I was trying to copy like a screenshot of the title, which was like, here's me coming to top of Sisbix. Here's me coming to top of Sisbix. Here's me coming to top of.
Okay, this is that's like from what I'm hearing, that does sound like a completely different situation. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
So, if I'm not referring to the UTTP incident, then what am I referring to, you may ask? Well, this is a totally different situation. I won't be speaking about it in its entirety because it's a gigantic rabbit hole that would take like an hour to go down, and again, it's not the focus of the video, but I'll put it short. A supposedly 16-year-old individual named Prim, last going by the name Lonesome Teacup or Calibari Monstra online, was outed to be an alleged file,
Oh.
sexual harasser.
Oh, really? Oh, she really chose she really ticked all the boxes, didn't she?
Serial harasser, manipulator, serial liar, and groomer. We had this
Oh,
big
that's
fiasco,
great.
which I was going to expose her for.
What the hell? Why would you want to be known for these things, though? That's the thing I don't understand. Why would you want to be known for doing bad things? It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Manipulating onto a picture of a then 14-year-old.
Ew. What the fuck? Oh, I don't even want to think about that. That's so gross. What the fuck?
Will be mentioned in this video again, ironically. Then proceeded to mass share it to a bunch of groups, people, and even individuals as young as 12 years old.
What?
Prim kept telling me to my face that I was lying, and I had no proof that she did it. And as you can see right here, she asked me multiple times to send it to her for proof.
What?
Now let me preface, I did not have this video saved to my device ever.
Oh yeah, I wonder why. It's almost like it's so disgusting to save. Wow.
I went to the DMs in question, copied the ID of where it was, and pasted it to her. I also copied a message where she admitted to doing it and was attempting to send it, as shown here. Now, I made a drastic mistake shortly after this. I went to my server and was trying to send the file where she admitted to doing it to the server, which again I'll show here, but as I was trying to both send the proof of her admitting what she did in my server and simultaneously report the video of her sexually harassing Toffbox, I pasted the wrong link in my server, and I think you can guess what.
Oh dear. Yikes. Ooh, that's pretty bad.
Which one? This was obviously a gigantic slip-up, and I deleted it directly, like literally 2 seconds after it was sent.
Yeah, that's good.
And I quickly apologized, then deleted the server
fuck.
because I was so terrified and felt awful about making that mistake. Prim misconstrued it to being purposeful with the ill intent. I lost almost all of my friends over this because they thought I was a pizza delivery connoisseur, while my little 15-year-old brain that was just recovering from a suicide attempt simply made a very uncalculated, impulsive mistake.
That's also really awful. Like, that's really awful to go through after recovering from an attempt. 'Cause I've had to deal with some of this stuff after an attempt. Obviously not the same stuff. Nothing similar to this. But, like, really shitty stuff, like, right after, like, recovering from stuff that's happened, and it's like, ugh. Why?
I am telling you I did not mean to send that at all. Mind you, she's the one who asked me to send it to her in the first place, and she is the one who mass sent it out. I'm telling you now, this would have never happened had she not manipulated me into copying it and pasting it into her DMs in the first place.
Fair enough.
By the way, this wouldn't have been a crime on my part to have seen it, especially if accidentally, considering we're both the same age. She intentionally sexually harassed someone and sent it to kids way younger than her without consent. There are so many other instances and accounts of her sexually harassing my peers and even strangers. She would join voice calls in my old server, turn her camera on, and then not only start harming herself, but she would proceed to pull her pants down and start touching herself.
What? 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 Why? I don't remember. I forgot this bit. What? Ew. Why? Why? What's the purpose? Ew.
In front of literal fresh middle schoolers while being in high school. Prim and her friends will likely comment on this video, so if you see any comments regarding her, do not trust them. I will be making a longer form video on her alone, and possibly a document, but trust me, and the other plethora of people's words on this. We all collectively agree and have proof she is a disgusting, evil person. Back to Yummy.
I believe
he literally asked me
gang.
about Prim first, but then twisted it on me saying, "Oh, I asked you about the pizza delivery situation, not Prim." But as you can see here, they are clearly asking me about Prim and to give more knowledge about Prim.
Gang.
Adding on, they were getting
What?
mad. I quote-unquote doxed her. I sent her face, by the way. And I'm sorry, what? I just told you this dude is a predator who keeps fucking stalking me and my friends. You think I'm not gonna show a predator's face to you? Matter of fact, boom, it's right here, you...
Kind of mid, not gonna lie. Kind of mid. No, but for real, if you do that shit, you kind of do, you would deserve some consequences. Do I agree with doxing? No. I don't. But you need some fucking consequences, because that is disgusting.
Lying fucking bum. Yummy also said they wouldn't make a video about this in my DMs, leading me to think that they understood this was an accident in a very complicated situation that should have stayed private. Turns out, they blocked me on the platform shortly after this conversation, and an entire video comes out with Yummy slandering my character and spreading a bunch of lies. Matter of fact, in the end of the video he says, "I told Cupid I wasn't going to make a video about this, but I lied."
Sure you're watching this? I'm sorry. I told you I probably wasn't going to make a video on this. I was too scared to say that. I was going through the tear base. But now I'm talking to a microphone and reading a script. So I'm all big and brave now. Don't dox me, don't send all your social followers after me, because I will die of laughter.
This just goes to show how awful Yummy truly is, and let me remind you, all of this is because I said mid-dating mid because you make shitty videos like this.
I am so confused. All of this drama is over a stupid joke? Bro. Gang, I'm not gonna lie. That is kinda cringe on Yummy's part. Not gonna lie.
On this video where he already slandered my character, there were over 50 comments where people debunked the claims such as these, and Yummy's response wasn't to clear anything up, but rather to block everyone involved, including me, and delete their comments, but leave every comment with misinformation up, even hearting most, and leaving up a comment that says I named myself after the exploitation film, which is f***ing disgusting.
Oh, yeah, it was what I thought it was. Oh. Oh, God, that is... What? You're honestly more the edgelord for thinking that, to be honest. That is, fucked up that you would even come to that conclusion. Don't look straight into my prof 9361. Yeah, I don't want to look at your profile, gang.
Disgusting. How can you delete comments calling you out for accusing a 16-year-old of distributing such awful things, But you can leave off comments saying it was purposeful, I knew what I was doing, and even that I named myself after the film in question.
That's
Which, for the
pretty
record,
fucked.
my real name is Daisy, you goddamn morons. And before Yummy hops on my Richard again, I do admit, I absolutely made a mistake and replied to a comment saying that Yummy hearted it. That
Wait, what is this?
comment with misinformation up, even hearting most, and leaving up a comment that says I named...
Okay, hang on, let me...
But you can leave off comments saying it was purposeful, I knew what I was doing, and even that I named myself after the film in question. Which, for the record, my real name is Daisy, you goddamn morons. And before Yummy hops on my Richard again, I do admit, I absolutely made a mistake and replied to a comment...
Jesus Christ, that's even worse. They lied about that. Yummy is self-aware, yeah, he's problematic and in the wrong. He needs to stay away from the internet. It was a supporter who declared that, however, they hearted the comment, which says more than enough. I don't know what this means. Honestly, I think Cupidite needs to slow down with showing these screenshots, because so many are being thrown at me and I have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth! Yeah, no, it's all good.
saying that Yummy hearted it. That was not true and I do apologize. But can you really blame me? The comment section was bombarded with hateful comments that were only positively viewed at by yourself. The entire comment section is flooded with disheartening things about me, all hearted by the creator, and only around 3 comments that were not hearted. Essentially, the only thing he did care to clear up was the misconceptions I made about him. This, in my view, extends the fact that they had ill intent, as well as the people accusing me of such heinous things in the first place. There's a few other misconceptions that have been formed from this situation. The thumbnail misconception, which I will not include, as Yummy has falsely been copy-striking people. In the thumbnail of the video Yummy posted about me, which is really weird and gross by the way, it downplays the situation completely when it isn't their place to, and it makes me out to be someone who is a malicious individual. Myself as well as my peers misconstructed it to be a photo of myself, arm or leg, taken from one of the people accusing me of being a bad person. I will admit I messed up on that badly, but if you look here, my leg and the pizza box in the thumbnail is literally the exact same color, or very similar at least, and it has a literal sensor over the pizza box, so it was kind of hard to tell from my point of view. My glass is also recently broken, has been running out of prescription, so it isn't crazy to see things incorrectly. Please understand I wasn't trying to reach. I was already manic and not making excuses, it just affects my sight. I've been extremely out of it and dizzy for the past few days because of it. That's all I'm trying to say. I wasn't the only one who made this mistake either. Regardless of reasoning though, that was my mistake, so I do apologize. Regarding him falsely copy-striking people, 2 of my peers, Slime the Alien and Goat Cattle, spoke to Yummy directly about the video he made and the claims, and they did in fact declare the video Yummy made was full of misinformation and slander. Yummy agreed to enlist the video, though he did it silently with no clarification or clearing of my name. Shortly after, Slime posted a very unbiased video on the situation that simply looked at it how it was. It was consented by both parties to
Honestly, to be honest, I love when some videos are non-biased, because it helps a lot with trying to determine who's in the right or wrong.
And had a relatively positive outlook from both sides. I will admit, Yummy did get upset about Slime not mentioning something that had nothing to do with them, and Slime had been constantly getting harassed over it, until ultimately I had to remove one of my posts, I'll mention the harassment part. Anyhow, I come to find out, around a day or 2 later, not only is Yummy's video back up, but Yummy filed a copyright complaint against Slime's video about the thumbnail, knowing she'd done nothing.
Bro, that could have been one of the only videos to make you kind of look good. Because it was unbiased. What a fucking idiot.
Nothing wrong and seemingly didn't have a problem with it initially. I'm pretty sure that Yummy got mad Slime didn't clear something that wasn't her fault, nor relevant to the big picture up. Now for the harassment claims. Yummy and his peers have claimed I've harassed him due to me posting about the situation while having a rifle breakdown and posting his Discord tag. His Discord is literally public. He's posted...
I will say, maybe... That's hard to... Like... What? Why? Like, come on. Come on, bro. Really, like,
his Discord in comments, and he literally adds his server link in the description of every video. Even if it wasn't, I'd say it's absolutely valid to post your tag for others to speak with you, as you made a disgusting false claim about me and blocked me so we couldn't converse about it anymore. And let me clarify, I didn't even realize I posted his tag until I was notified of him whining about it. I was posting a screenshot of his profile to show that he blocked and unfriended me. Yummy claims that I knowingly posted his Discord tag, which is the same as his YouTube username,
what?
so that my parasocial fans can attack him. Moreover, he claims I was harassing him in my post where I was having a 100% valid crash out. Like my brother in Christ, you have prompted people to post my address.
Okay, no, that's wild. That's what I wouldn't even do that to the person I hate the most. That is like really fucked up. What the hell?
Can't say that's not your fault either. You posted a video insinuating I was a predator of some sort. Of course people are going to try and attack me and slander me in any way they can. You even said yourself in our DMs, pedophiles and predators deserve to be chased off the internet.
Okay, that's...
Even though my reactions were impulsive and sporadic, I acknowledge that.
Like, I understand that view. I don't believe people should be harassed or attacked. I just believe they should leave the internet quietly. Like, just go, please, don't come back. If they are a predator. But, like, Cupidite isn't a predator. So, I don't think they should be witch hunted off the internet. What the fuck is going on?
But that isn't the concern on your part. The point is, they were not me being immature nor harassing you. I made you aware that, again, I was in a very bad manic episode that's been causing me to wake up in extreme panic, drenched in sweat every single day because I'm worried I'll have the police at my door, but you constantly dismissed it. And don't even get me started on Yummy saying, oh, I just want Cupidite to heal.
Also, by the way, this is a 16-year-old's address, so they are probably living with their parents. So it's not just the person they're doxing, they're also doxing their parents or anyone who lives in that house. Which is really irresponsible and disgusting. Because that's putting innocent people, or quote-unquote, like, you know what I'm saying? It's putting people in danger that have nothing to do with this situation. Like, what?
Heal from what? The relentless harassment from your peers because of the disgusting claims?
Yeah, nah, bro, I hope you do heal. I hope you do heal from that, because that's actually fucked up.
You've never apologized for? Heal from you slandering my image with no remorse? You also blocked all people debunking your heinous claims from your comments, so what did you expect? Anyways, TLDR, I didn't prompt anyone to harass Yummy, as they were already being harassed before. Naturally, this would get more people on his ass, so don't blame me. And let me make this clear. I do not want people to harass Yummy. Criticism is completely different from harassment. Harassment is what was and is still being directed to me, because of your claims against me. There was also a mention of my members claiming Yummy is grooming Junie Draws, which is literally not true.
What? What are these claims? Where are they getting these claims? Out their ass? What the fuck?
Our members were discussing Yummy and his lack of skill within commentary, and one member said, and I quote, "Call me a POS, but I hope Yummy makes Junie miserable."
Okay, that's a bit... I think that's a bit too far, gang. I wouldn't wish that on someone who hasn't done anything.
Which, I will admit, it was weird, really weird, and I did notify this member of that. They admitted they were only joking, as they have a generally crude sense of humor, and
fair enough.
They weren't supposed to see it in the first place. My server is allowed to dislike people and talk about disliking people, especially if given a good reason. That is not harassment.
Fair enough.
But back to that specific statement, I am not defending it. Please remember I didn't say nor endorse this, and I called out the individual who did say this directly, so please cut me some slack on this. 3 YouTubers did a stream regarding this situation, of which I'll link all streams in the description and give timestamps. I heavily recommend you check them out. The streamers were Goat Cato, who I mentioned previously, Ace Space, and Graceful. Goat Cato and Ace Space's streams were really good, open, and rightfully skeptical.
Pick.
Graceful's stream, not so much. Let me preface, I do not have any bad blood against Graceful. I am simply stating it how it was. The stream went south very fast, and the people who were watching it agreed. At the start of the stream, before I joined, literally an hour after the situation got out, Graceful was straight up slandering my character, and I remember having to beg to call her and be let on stream to clear my name.
Okay, that's a bit messed up.
I wish I still had it to show you guys, and if you guys don't believe me, that's fine. Hope you know none of this is true. You're just lying out of your ass, but I don't know why you're lying. Why are you sitting here? Okay, now you're accusing me for streaming reviews. I don't make money off of streams unless someone donates this. I'll explain everything. There's nothing to explain. You had your friends sitting there you had like 5 of your friends DM me. It was a bunch of shit, dude.
I thought I'd clear this up, by the way. She was airing out my traumatic experiences of how one of my family members who assaulted me, as well as my groomers.
Gang. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why?
Non-consensually showed me zoophilia and how I was venting about it, which in my opinion it's really weird to air that out to a bunch of strangers, especially.
That's fucking weird. Yeah, no, that's weird. What?
Given I did clear this up months ago, and it seemed extremely unnecessary. I don't blame her fully though, don't get me wrong. Graceful is quite notorious for forgetting discussions. It just seemed odd considering she stated she was looking at the claims, then threw more on me and tried to pin me out to be disgusting in front of a bunch of people,
What?
But I do suppose it got clear.
And what's the point? What's the purpose? What's the purpose of doing this? What do you gain? Why? I just don't understand, man.
Up. Within the stream at the beginning, I am extremely unsure if it's just my misunderstanding of tone due to me being autistic, but she seemed very oddly defensive about herself, even while I was very obviously in distress, which would naturally affect my perception, and sporadically defending myself. I was never particularly apologized to for the claims that were made about me. Then Grace seemingly got hostile when I was rightfully anxious about her standing, as if she wasn't spreading claims of me to be a predator indirectly. I don't really want to get into because it's really triggering, but I find it really, really weird that you're blaming me for this.
Well, if you had the context that I had, right? If you had the context that I had, which was not mentioned that you were being groomed at all, right? You have to realize the only thing I had is you admitting that you watched this shit. There was no context that you were being groomed.
Why you shouldn't make a stream without any proof.
Okay, well, you have to. I was also talking about other shit. It wasn't just.
Okay,
and I said, if you don't believe me, then that's fine, right? I said I have proof of you admitting that you watched that shit. I didn't say anything else other than that.
She then let Yummy, one of the witnesses, Prim's victim, and her girlfriend who moderated, and evidently was extremely close to Prim's victim, on the call, and we got way off track. The stream was an absolute disaster with the extreme lack of moderation. I admittedly could not stop cracking jokes. There were lots of people talking over each other. Yummy was literally barely speaking, and then it turned into a Prim stream as a whole, and it wasn't even about me and Yummy anymore. Graceful has acknowledged how awful the moderation was, though, so that's good. I just figured I'd mention it as a good majority of people found out about this through that stream. Just to critique the Graceful, I would really, really recommend trying to put yourself in the other's shoes before assuming they're just being sporadic to be sporadic. If you were in my shoes, you would likely not act the most calm either. And 2, please moderate your streams maturely. That's really it. It's a mistake that can be learned from, I believe.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyhow, I think that's all for this part.
Oh, thank God.
My dust, bummy cactus. It is so very clear that you are egotistic, apathetic, and it appears to me you're full of nothing but ill intention, and I pity anyone who believed you even slightly.
Dang!
It seemed just made you and them look stupid as hell in the end. These claims were so bad that you prompted people to literally dox me and post my address everywhere because they think these claims of me maliciously posting something
Queen.
really awful.
You go, Queen, to be honest. Go off, Queen.
on accident is true. And now these awful individuals have a reason to publicly slander me. And yes, I absolutely blame you for that. It's not 100%, but you still play a part. It was your horrible video that prompted that to happen. I will be discussing this further in the next segment, by the way. Though you've caused me immense stress and have prompted breakdowns because of your criminal, life-ruining accusations about my character, and though I feel I deserve one, I do not need an apology from you. Preferably clear things up, quick commentary, and go back to your art because you actually seem to be fairly good at that. Not commentary or critical, even if opinionated discussions, because
honestly, fair enough. Yeah, go back to art. I mean, it's probably better than the shit you're doing now, to be honest.
Videos are absolute buns. If you can happily accuse a child of purposely distributing the illegal things you've claimed with no remorse and simply unlist it after being begged by multiple people, then silently repost it again without apologizing or clearing things up, it's extremely clear you are nowhere near mature enough to step foot in a setting where serious topics are discussed.
Yeah.
And for the record, bystanders, it is not about Yummy's age because I'm 16 myself and I don't act half as immature as him. Even if I portrayed...
No, honestly, in my opinion, once someone reaches the age of 16, they should start being taken accountable for their actions more. Because when you're younger than that, yeah, sure. Like, I reckon even sometimes 15-year-olds need to be held more accountable. And obviously, people at any age should be held accountable for their actions, but also given some slack. But when it gets to the age of 16, okay, you need to look in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're becoming an adult, you can get a job, you can drive, you gotta focus on studies more, you're thinking about, going to university, or college, or whatever the fuck you guys have. You're thinking about your future, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the steps to becoming an adult. I'm turning 16 in 2 months, so, not very, kind of excited, but not very excited. I kind of just want presents, to be honest.
Traits minimally or even slightly. If a 16-year-old can get a job, drive, an extra, be accused of pedophilia, then be incarcerated and put in a registry for it, then they can most certainly be malicious, hurtful people with malicious intent. Regardless, as you've hoped, I do pray you change as a person, Yummy. This mindset is going to ruin your life if you continue it on. I know you don't like me, obviously, but take my advice. Please find a way to subject yourself to more positivity. Being kind costs nothing, and believe it or not, being mean costs you in ways you won't understand until you experience it firsthand. You will regret being this mean of a person in the future, so again, try to change it now. Bless you, and let's continue.
Fair enough.
Popular, really controversial, and an admittedly disgusting artist known as Tallfucks made a post claiming I groomed her.
Oh, no, not this guy.
Of course, at first the messages seemed believable, but let me get this straight with you. First off, me and Tallfucks dated thrice. 3 times.
Thrice is crazy.
Shocker. I know. All times of which she cheated on me, but that's not really important. Second, this is the 3rd fucking time this situation has resurfaced, of which Tallfucks apologized the first 2 times, but it's coming back again out of pure malice, and I will explain why after I'm done talking about this. And third, let me establish, me and Tallfucks have known each other since early 2022. Tallfucks is older than me. I would have been freshly 14 at the time of this accusation, as this all happened in December. And she would have been 15, or almost 15. We have a few-month age gap, of which she's older. That's the first red flag. In these Telegram screenshots, you can see that some of these messages, such as the ship art and even not safe for work jokes, were obviously from me. She used this as...
That's pretty normal when you're, like, that age, though. Okay, honestly, you are highly hypocritical. Like, if you're like, oh, 14! Like, you're fucking stupid if you think 14-year-olds can't make sexual jokes. Like, that's not normal. Gang, you're going through puberty. You're going to be thinking about sex. You're going to be making those jokes. It's really not uncommon. And I know so many people who do it. Like, God. If they're doing it any younger, that's when it should be concerning. Like, under 13 is when it's really concerning. In my opinion.
proof as if we weren't in an enclosed consensual relationship where she
literally.
unconsensually sent me
This all should have been kept private. I don't know why this has been brought to the public. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Can people not keep their relationship private anymore? Jesus.
Gecko Castle Nari before I sent that corny Astolfo emoji. And
oh my god, guys, it's Astolfo, my husbando. Oh my god, Astolfo's all I need in life. I don't need anyone else.
I'm not saying this is proof she groomed me, but rather that she's a hypocrite. Neither of us did anything wrong here. She also threw in screenshots where she was saying she hoped I got sexually assaulted.
Whoa! Okay, I was about to say that it's not a crime to make sex jokes, but holy shit! What? Wait. You need to fucking apologize. Your boyfriend is a racist too. Maybe we can even be friends again if things go right. Oh, and do me a favor and stop telling random people to kill themselves. They have every right. Spelled right wrong. That kind of triggered me, but whatever. To be mad at you. Shut the fuck up! I hate you so much! Like a little toddler tantrum. I could care less. Wait, you got essayed? Nah. What does that have to do with anything? Idiot.
Which I rightfully crashed out in. But that isn't all. This goes way deeper than a mutually consensual relationship with two 14-year-olds. In this time period, I was again being groomed and manipulated by another individual named Gyro/Vincent. I cannot trace any of his accounts, and I won't go into detail about things he did, but there is...
Cupidite, where do you keep finding these people, gang? Gang, are you okay? Gang, you stop. Jeez. Honestly, Jesus, that is awful.
His proof he existed and did awful things, as shown by the events I made when I was 13 here.
That's crazy how that's 3 years ago.
19 or near 19 as of 2025. We were first talking on PlayStation messages when I was 13, and he was 16 then. He got Discord, and I let him into my account due to him being kicked out of his.
Oh no.
I thought it was a temporary, silly communication method until he started texting all of my friends, including Toffucks. I do have multiple accounts of people being messaged by him as well. It annoyed me, but I let it slide because I wasn't aware of what he was going to do. I didn't see this until I was online, as I wasn't on 24/7. In this time period, I had got all of my stuff taken, so I was sneaking on my devices. The last time I'd seen, he was asking Toffucks for private photos in exchange for Robux.
What? Want Bobucks? No Bobucks. Bobucks. Why is it calling it Bobucks? What the fuck? Ew. This is gross. I'm sorry. I know it may seem like I'm over-exaggerating, but... Oh, God.
Which he was lying.
That's gross,
He was never going to give her that. He even attempted to use my texting style so that she'd think it was me.
No.
After this, I yelled at him in DMs for both assaulting me.
Dang, no, that's crazy. This is crazy law. What?
Me and Toffucks. Keep in mind the account I used initially got deleted, so I cannot show everything, but I can show enough. If this was me, why would I talk to myself in a different typing style for hours on end?
Yeah, that's a little bit weird.
It does not make sense. Please keep in mind that I am a victim of him as well. I have apologized countless times directly to Tofux, and she cleared it up in a now-deleted community post.
Although, let me just say how much I love this, what's being drawn. It looks so cool, not gonna lie.
As of recently, she's been claiming it to be true again. And I truly think this is all pure evil, knowing her history. She flips the story to be completely on me, says the messages were all from me, which I literally just proved false. This story gets way worse than you expect, though.
Oh, no.
6 months ago, this claim rose back up. This was when I came out about my most recent sexual assault. Tofux and their partner, VTYZ, found out and spammed my streams where I was breaking down over it, joined my server, and repeatedly spammed me making fun of the assault. They also privately DM'd me, asking if I...
Excuse me, what? Oh my god. That's fucking evil. What?
I'm not reading that, and it felt good. I didn't exactly know how to react.
No. What? Who? Why? Why would anyone say this? Gang, that's a terrible ex. God.
So I decided to troll the troll, using my stupid manic mouth, which they seem to be using against me as of currently, though they messaged me first. This got so bad to the point they thought it would be hilarious to message my actual, in real life assaulter from my address.
Okay, no. Gang. Why? Why?
Of which he gave it to him.
This just frustrates me that people like this even exist. That people have the capacity, no empathy at all. Like, what? It's a miracle Cupidite isn't a fucking psychopath. What? Because, like, fucking this would, like, make someone go over the edge. This would make someone start killing people. God damn. Also, I love how they're using slurs. That's great. And then they try to cover up using a J. That's great. That's, like, but the fact is, this person is 16 years old. Other people could be living in that house, and you could intentionally be getting other people in danger. Not even just Cupidite, who is 16! Gang, why? Why are we doing this? What's the purpose?
You heard me. They messaged the person who brutally assaulted me.
Bro.
We all came to an agreement that they'd leave me alone up until now. VTYZ is using the Yummy situation as an excuse to releak my private information, spam it everywhere possible, post my face in Soy Jack Party, narrating me to be an adult who throws pizza parties with children, be blatantly racist, and fake claim my assault. A lot of people have done that, by the way. I've explained myself more than enough. I do not owe you anything. Essentially, the only thing I'm going to say and can say is both Tofux and VTYZ are disgusting, despicable, unreliable human beings. And it saddens me to see that they blackmailed me into shutting up about this and got away with no repercussions. Now, for the less major claims. The pro shipper claim doesn't require much explanation. I made a video, which is now unlisted for obvious reasons, not defending pro shippers nor slandering.
Wait, actually, I think I watched that video. Hang on a minute, I think I've actually watched that video. From what I remember, it wasn't actually supporting pro shippers. It was more about the trauma state and to not go and attack most pro shippers. Honestly, I believe if they're a minor, Like, it's a fucking awful way to cope, don't get me wrong. And I believe they should at least be taught to not do this coping mechanism because it is so destructive, and it can actually put you in the mindset of thinking that this stuff is okay, because we've seen it time and time again in fiction. I believe there was this this TV show. I can't exactly remember the name, but it had a grown-ass woman teacher, like, in a relationship with her student, who I believe was in, like, high school. Like, and that made teenage girls actually, like, want to view that as okay, which is fucked up.
Giving reasons as to why they may use this coping method. It was simply me slandering predators and advocating for victims of assault who use fiction.
Alright, I'm gonna speed this bit up, since it's not too important. Oh, wait, no, that's slowed down. Wait.
Cope. It was a really harsh field of discussion I had no idea I was getting into, and I do apologize for speaking on it so quickly. Backlash was expected, but not that much backlash. Again, let me clarify, I am not a pro-shipper. I simply just have too much empathy at sometimes and always want to reason with others. I apologize for that idea of me, and I hope you understand I had no ill intent. I'm still a teenager and exploring the world. I can make mistakes. And the last